Guys, going to the range and loading a few magazines is not a big deal. You know, it is a little bit tough on the thumbs at times, but you can get through it, and most people typically don't have a lot of magazines. Guys, if you're in an SHTF or a grid down situation, you need to get those magazines loaded. So we're going to take a look at a number of different loaders because there's so many on the market, and just give you some options. This isn't all extensive, but I do have a number of different types. Guys, when it comes to magazine loaders, there are so many different types. They're the small portable ones, they're the big ones, they're the boards. You even have the mag pump. So there's a number of different things, and we've demonstrated most of these at some point on the channel. Now, one that most of us have are the magazine loaders that come with your gun. Typically with a handgun, you'll get a small little loader like this. You know, they're doable, but they're not the best. And these factory loaders aren't that bad. I mean, you take and press, drop it in. It's a little more of an action, but not a big deal. Just really saves your thumbs more than anything. Adco's been making the Super Thumb for a long time. It's pretty close to your standard mag loader, and I'm sure that's where a lot of companies got it, but it's the same thing. Press. I definitely prefer something like the Lulu Loader. I mean, these things are fantastic. Not only can you load quickly, but you can unload your magazine as well. Just place it over the magazine, you depress, take your round, drop it in, release. Drop it in, release. I mean, it is so easy. You can see how it actually pushes down the other round and allows you just to slide the next one in. It's a very well-built piece. Next we have the Ets Cam Loader. This is universal for 9mm and 40. You have this small tray and you have a plunger. It works very simple and very fast. Take your magazine, put it up into the well, lock it in, and then with a standard box of ammunition, just take it and run this little tray up through like this. You have it all lined up, and take your plunger. Now it has a little lip here that you can grab, and you load it in really fast. The only problem I see with the cam loader is if you have loose ammunition, then you've got to put them in one at a time. It's not a big deal. One of the things I like though is it is available for 9 and 40. But you can slide them all in here and then just run it through. Next we have the Lulu Loader. Now these have been around for a long time. These are one of my favorites. I love taking this out to the range. It doesn't really matter how the ammo is stocked or stored. You can just dump it out, take your loader, put it on your magazine. What I like to do is place it on my belt. Just alternate the lever as you enter the rounds in. Does not take long to load a 30-round magazine. Then to unload it, this is a great tool right here, and it's fairly inexpensive. And they also make mag Lulus for 308s. Slide it in. The big thing is you want to just have it at an angle where you can drop it in. Again, on your belt, it's a lot faster, but it'll get the job done. They just drop right in. Then when you're done, that is much easier than trying to push a round out of a magazine to unload it. They lock right into the magazine catch, snaps into place, and you're ready to go. Of course, the old stripper clip method is definitely still viable. You have your small little guide. It goes right into your magazine. Magpul has actually the cuts for it. And there's a lot of ammunition out there that's still on stripper clips that you can buy. Placing it on a hard surface, just take it, down you go, pull your stripper clip out, and you can load your next 10 rounds all the way up to 30. But to me, if you're going to load a lot of stripper clips, the Strip Lula is excellent. You can load this with strippers. Just goes into this little channel. Place it on your mag. And then up comes the little holder. And that makes things a lot easier using stripper clips. This gives you a lot more leverage. These can be loaded loose in the Strip Lula. It's got some tension on it to hold those rounds into place. Bring up your lever, There we go. Man, that is much better. Now the mag pump is probably different than anything I've seen. It has a little shaft here. It makes it really fast. This takes any of your standard USGI mags, just place them into the area right here. Then you place your rounds. It doesn't matter which way you place them, but you have to place them horizontally. They can't just be thrown in here. They can go in either direction. Once you have it loaded, we're going to go ahead and take it out. You can see the rounds are loaded in the magazine. This is probably the most expensive loading tool out there. I did a review on different of the bigger loaders, these bench loaders and the mag pump, and timed them to see which one was quicker. And even though the mag pump, I like the way it works, it is not the fastest, but it's still, if you're going to load a lot of magazines, this would really come in handy. Next we have the Ets Rifle Cam Loader. This is very similar to the pistol cam loader, but it's universal. You can load about any type magazine with this, all the way up from 9mm Uzi mags or MP5 mags, Scorpion Evo 3 9mm, 223, or 7.62 by 3.9, or even 308. Now I found 308 was kind of tight, but you just slide it in and hold it together here. The one downside to the Ets loader is that this is the best way to load it right here. With a box with it this way, but you can load them by hand, one at a time. Take your plunger, put it over, then we just grip on, and down we go. That's pretty fast. Now when you have 7.62 by 3.9 in these boxes, I mean, and this is the cheap steel case stuff, you have to unload, you have to dump it out. If it's that way, you can just load them one at a time. And I don't know that that's a whole lot quicker, but it does save you on loading them one at a time in the magazine to go against that spring. Put it next to your magazine, just hold it solid, put your plunger on. Man, that thing is beautiful. Guys, this is really, to me, one of the best because it is so universal. But being fast with it has everything to do with the way the ammunition is packaged. That was so much fun, I'm gonna do it again. There we go. Of course, we have the Potovich Fury. This is for AR-15 or AK mags. Just bring around these rounds into the tray. Bring your little block into place. Hold your magazine. And you load it up. Missed that one, but I've used this a number of times. This thing is super fast. And 7.62 by 3.9, right in your Magpul PMag. And it'll also do the steel AK mags. And then we have the Red Rock Signworks. These are very inexpensive, but very well made. But this is only for your AR-15 magazines. But you have your compartment up here and you just load them in, same as the Potovich. Now it holds the AR-15 magazine tight, so you don't have to really grip it too tight. Bring your loader down, and it's loaded. That is fantastic. Also, Maglula has a speed loader that's very portable. It's real thin. Here I'm showing it in action. It's over at the house right now, and I use it quite a bit because this is one of my favorites. It doesn't have the loading tray, but you just load it into the little trough, and then you just zip it in. So guys, I hope this helped kind of inspire you to invest a little bit into magazine loading. It's fast, it's quick. You know, even if you're just going for the day, you can really get it done fast. But in a grid down situation, those magazines need to be loaded as fast as possible. Guys, I want to thank you again for being part of Survival Dispatch Insider, and we are going to continue to upload one video that's exclusive to Survival Dispatch Insider every week. So, and if you're not a member, down in the description below, I'll have a link. Check it out. You're going to find a lot of great content, and if you're serious about prepping and survival, it is the best resource on the web. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. it comes to a standard, this may be for a 10mm. Once you have it into place, load it up, ready to go. Whoa! And your AK mags. Dang it. Thing's dirty. Good gosh, that thing's dirty. Or I should say dusty.